You're driving me crazy.
Busted.
You got a smite! Your God-given right! Says gay! You got a smite! Don't step into that room pretending as above. So below. You talk big, talk deep down, you're looking for love. Your mom busts in and says, "What's that voice?" Oh, mom, it's just your kid doubting we have choice. And he's jerking it. You got a smite! Your God-given right! Says gay! You got a smite! Your God-given right! Says gay! Gary! Gary!
The following is for entertainment purposes only. It's just a scripted comedy show.
These guys are not experts, doctors, lawyers, therapists, or even particularly well-adjusted.
Everything you hear is opinion, exaggeration, sarcasm, or just plain nonsense. Any resemblance to real people or events is purely coincidental and kind of hilarious.
They are not responsible for emotional damage, cognitive dissonance, spontaneous enlightenment, or sudden urge to start a cult.
Viewer discretion is advised, especially if you're prone to taking things too seriously. This is a late show. It's not for kids, your boss, or Karen from HR who'll be hearing about this, by the way. Hi, Dave.
Side effects may include thinking, laughing, or yelling at your screen. Fladge Rants Live is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Greetings from the lunatic fringe. Hi, I'm Gary, and welcome to Fladge Rants Live. Crazy, insane, bonkers, nuts, nutso, loopy, odd, wacky, wacko, wackadoodle, psychotic, maniacal, irrational, demented, unstable, unbalanced, mentally ill, mental, deranged, unreasonable, absurd, batty, not right in the head, eccentric, foolish, reckless, weird, strange. The list goes on and on. And the point is not to make fun of mental illness. Sometimes, with a serious problem, you should make light of it and face it head on. We're all a little crazy. Let's face it. If you haven't acted irrationally or ever flown off the handle, well, you're better than I am. I mean, what kind of maniacal lunatic sits out in what's the barn temperature here? 19 degrees. And I'm sitting in a freezing cold barn talking to my phone. That's pretty crazy. But I'm going to go ahead and put this forward. Without the crazies, we would be a lot further behind than we are. And I'll explain. Albert Einstein, socially inept. He would lose himself in thought and burn his sweater with his pipe. Nikola Tesla, that was one loopy dude. So all of these crazy people, I'm not saying that crazy is the way to genius, but I think it comes along with the package. It's a package deal. So if you're not a maniac, lunatic, fruitcake, nut job, screwball, head case, wingnut, knucklehead, and a new one by me is Raj, which is Fladge with the FL replaced with an R. I didn't know that one. That's a new one by me. And in case you think I'm just picking on everybody but me, there's a strong family history of mental illness in my family. I believe I've shared this in a Flashcast previously, but it bears to be repeated. My grandfather and his father before him were committed to Clinton Valley Mental Institution in Pontiac, Michigan, later on in their years. And at one point, my first apartment out of my parents' house was a little cheap place I could afford, Smile Bank, and it was just a couple miles from Clinton Valley. So I was sent to check in on my grandfather, who was at the time, he had thick glasses and he was throwing them at people. So as a weapon. So he didn't recognize me, but pretty darn close. He said, "You've always been a good lad, Rick." And I do look an awful lot like my Uncle Rick, who will also probably go insane. And I'll soon join if I haven't gone crazy already. Some of the things that drive me crazy, we'll get into. I've got a couple other things. So you could pray to the Indian monkey god Hanuman, big stepper, and you would seem crazy to anybody who doesn't believe in the Indian monkey god Hanuman. Think about, okay, so delusional doesn't mean you believe things that are false. It's simply the rules of true and false don't really apply in this case, because popular opinion does matter. If you don't go along with the consensus, you are fringe. So, not normal, odd, out of the ordinary. So when you look back on anybody who worshipped something like the Indian monkey god Hanuman, Thor, Zeus, any of the pantheon of gods before, will say they were delusional, but that's not true. At the time, when they were going along with the consensus view, that's not necessarily delusional just because it's not true. But if you don't go along with the consensus, you're crazy. Well, guess what? I choose to be crazy. So I do have some housekeeping to keep up with. A couple weeks ago, we did subscribe. And I used to, before I did a weekly podcast, I used to do a daily joke text. And the thread was only 9 people. And Drawer was one of the people. And the joke simply, I would challenge myself to write a unique, original joke every morning at 6:30 in the morning. Yes, that was pretty early. And that would challenge, it was a challenge, to try to write an original joke that early in the morning. And the only rule was it had to contain the phrase, my balls. And I did this for 6 years. Actually, the 5th year, I changed it to my pants. Then I changed it back to my balls for the 6th year. But Drawer wasn't any part of that because he unsubscribed out. He texted stop in all caps to unsubscribe. But back to crazy. I've been struggling with some of the various forms of nihilism. And I came across the existential elk theory. This was forwarded by Peter Zappa over a century ago. And it basically goes like this. An elk developed a large rack of antlers. And their horns got bigger and bigger and bigger as the creature got to be more dominant in the forest. And it became the alpha of the creatures in that forest, except the antlers became too big for it to even survive, and it went extinct because the antlers got too big to be useful. It was too much of a hindrance. And the parallel that Peter Zappa was drawing here was our self-awareness, our conscious, our conscious minds are heading to a point where they get too great and we understand too much, and nothing matters to us any longer, and we don't die starvation or a giant catastrophe. We just stop procreating. And there is a form of nihilism, annihilationism, that states if there is no life, then there is no suffering, so might as well kill everybody now. That is crazy. Roll the clip, Brady.
Here's the ethical question that keeps me up at night. The question is, if we could know that humanity wouldn't survive nihilism, is it morally wrong to tell the truth anyway? Some atheists, I think, are naively optimistic that we can actually create something like a secular post-religious world utopia. And there's this hope from secularists that we collectively as humanity are going to be able to handle the fact that we're alone in the universe, that we're going to die, that there's no free will, that there's no objective morality, that there's no objective justice, that no one's coming to save us, that anything we do is meaningless on any kind of large time scale, that we'll be able to face that. Now, are individuals able to face those harsh truths of reality and still build lives of meaning and purpose and love and morality and all those things? Yes, but that is a rare sampling of individuals. These individuals often have things that other people psychologically don't. They tend to be neurodivergent. They tend to value truth as their highest core value. They tend to have a nervous system that can handle complexity and nuance. If we look at the data, especially as secular people, we're supposed to look at the data shows that the majority of humans, when they are faced with nihilism, reach for superstition, conspiracy, authoritarianism, some kind of identity, absolutism, nostalgic myths, moral panic, numbing behavior. Here's the ethical question that keeps me up at night. The question is,
That was it. So, nihilism. A little bit cuckoo bananas, huh? A little nutty.
Seems a little negative.
So I need to turn up my volume.
Well, you can't hear?
Now you're good. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, here we go. So, I've been struggling with a lot of my heroes being debunked, and I mentioned Billy Carson, David Icke, Jordan Peterson, Graham Hancock. All these guys have views that align with mine, views that align with mine, views that align with mine, down to the bottom of the crazy pool, and then they hit something that I just can't get on board with, and it muddies the waters.
Shit. I still don't have pictures on our stuff.
You're fantastic at this.
I got it. But I don't want to muddy the waters.
We need a muddy waters bumper. But I'm saying don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. We need to throw out the baby with the bathwater bumper. Because a lot of these guys, I'm talking about some really smart guys that came up with some really great stuff, and you can't throw out everything Dr. Stephen Greer is saying because he believes in remote viewing. As a matter of fact, what if all the people locked up in insane asylums right now are right and we're wrong? Perhaps that's why we get locked up, is we get too close to the truth. A lot of people are made to look stupid, foolish, crazy, or well, insane, or fringe if we point at conspiracy theories or Bigfoot or UFOs or, well, okay, these are all conspiracy theories. So conspiracy theories. So there's a reason we're ostracized for having these views, but it's not because they're wrong. Just because you're crazy doesn't mean you're wrong. And just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you. So I'm sitting here in a freezing cold barn in my lab coat like a crazy person. It feels like I'm taking crazy people. So, I'm not making fun of crazy people. I'm saying I'm one of them.
Yeah, we did a good job with the gay segment, and I really hope we continue that with the crazy segments.
Well, remember, this was years ago now, the XFL had to stop calling one of their teams the Maniacs because that's offensive to truly maniacal people.
So normally I would say that we shouldn't worry about that, but they're maniacs.
Right,
Maybe there's a few people we should cater to their whimsy, just so that they don't become maniacal.
Right. Yes. Psycho just means, is just short for psychotic, which just means crazy. But it's come to mean murderer. And I don't want to get murdered.
But now I did say we should give in basically to maniacs when requested, but How do you feel about them saying they're going to pay there's a famous person's mother who's been kidnapped, and they said they're going to pay.
Oh,
I was shocked because I thought we don't do that.
we give in to the maniacs.
That's not a good precedent to set for future maniacs.
That's a good point.
Ooh, future maniacs. That's a great XFL football team.
Future maniacs.
Because you fear them, but not quite yet. They're just football players, but
right.
They're on their way.
My fantasy football team name, Future Maniacs.
Animaniacs.
I'm kind of sad that football's over. It ended just before the Super Bowl. Because, man, that wasn't a good game.
In my daily travels today, I noticed something.
What'd you notice?
Not everybody, but a significant amount of people had different football teams, apparel. Because today, everybody's in first place.
Oh, yeah.
So
the Lions.
We don't suck again for at least the off season.
Oh, we don't suck again.
And our Super Bowl is now the draft. We will win in the off season, which you're on your way down.
We'll win the draft.
So whether I admit it or not, we might.
Yeah, you guys did handle Gabe very delicately. I don't plan to keep the kid gloves on too long because sometimes you can win the battle of mental illness. It is a matter of, mind over matter. And a lot of people are touched in the head a little stronger than I am, and some are less so. And I can still adjust and deal with society and
that's
talk
how I
to
feel.
people.
There's desperate people, fringe people that
navigate culture.
Are seriously mentally defective. Maybe not even curable through treatment and chemicals or whatever.
There
but
are
most
chemical
people,
imbalances.
This is going to offend a few people. I think a lot of people just use it as an excuse.
A crutch. Yes.
Anything to take away self-responsibility. Everybody likes to bitch and moan about everyone else, but when's the last time you bitch and moaned and fixed something about yourself?
Right. I try to take me on first. Whenever I point out something, I like to point out how I fit that category. And when I bought this lab coat, I didn't want to become a scientist. I wanted to become a mad scientist.
Oh, wait a minute. I should take you off highlights since we're both talking. Hey, hi.
Yeah.
How's everybody?
I got to compliment you. You did a great job structuring the show last week. I'm not going to give any prompts I'm not going to call for any clips. I'm just going to let you roll with it and see how you do. Because you played everything I called for. It was great. It was a great show last week. And I bet it's even better if I just shut the hell up and let the crazy take over. Let Jesus take the wheel.
I have a lot of clips here, but most of them we cannot play. So it's going to be a pretty short YouTube segment, I would assume.
Okay. Well, let's do Where in the Drawer is German drawer go.
$10 says we can't hear him yet. I think we should wait a second.
All right. Do I owe you $10? Because I can't hear him.
No, we can't hear you. You look fantastic, but you sound like shit.
I can't see his torso. It's camouflage.
Yeah, there was this blur that came on. The camouflage is blending. The beige still can't hear you.
He's green screen.
Yeah, the camouflage works, man. It's amazing.
I live in Armada, Michigan, and after moving here from the city, I noticed the people around here wear flannel, which I am actually wearing. I'm wearing the uniform, or camouflage. I don't own anything camo. I'm not a gun guy. I'm not a hunter. I don't do that.
Are you a gatherer?
I do gather stuff. And I do want to get into can hunter-gatherers build the pyramids, but I've beat that dead horse. I do kind of want to get it. One of the things that drives me crazy is the Aswan.
Crazy.
Oh, ooh, did we do that song? I'm telling you, that list is endless.
None of them
I
work.
sent you crazy. I sent you
I
a
didn't
second one of that.
Yep, I did them all, and none of them worked. The ones that
None of
did
them
work
worked. Okay.
didn't line up. I have one which is Hips lady. What's her name?
Hips lady, Beyonce.
Oh yeah, you know what? I
Okay.
was thinking Shakira, but you're right. It's Beyonce.
Oh,
Oh, that's
okay.
good. You must have watched the clip then, because
Yeah, I
was
cheat.
not. My clue was not good. In fact, it was
No, it's
offensive and
not.
racist
I
because I
should have
got
said
black
Shakira
women.
because you said hips lady, but no, I've just seen the clip.
I think that was
Um,
3 weeks ago that we played Shakira.
Shakira, it was,
Chakra.
or no, it was only 2 weeks. They all blend together now.
So
It's
what
a
we're
cold barn. I'm actually wearing the same shirt 2 weeks in a row, which has never happened before. That's crazy.
That is crazy. I think the
Um,
Lions are in first place. That's crazy.
that's crazy. Tied for
We
first.
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got
Another
30 clips.
NBA
That's
fight.
fucking crazy.
That's
I didn't get
crazy.
I didn't get an NBA fight.
I just saw it on my newsfeed. Like there
Oh,
were two one night. Remember Malice at the Palace, the brawl? Well, lately there have been fist fights in the NBA. It's like
yeah.
turning into hockey. They
There
should
was a
put them
fist.
in the penalty box and have 5-on-4.
There was a fist fight in the Super Bowl. It was kind of the best part, actually. The Patriots didn't do shit until after the second half. There was a fight.
Right.
Stephon Diggs, or one of the Diggs brothers or cousins, started a scuffle on the sideline, and the guy went to punch. I don't even remember who punched who, but somebody went to punch somebody on the other team and hit the referee. Slow mo of his face was just, I mean, he got winged a little bit. They didn't
Yeah,
kick
we
anybody
lost.
out. They didn't even throw a flag. But
No way.
the Patriots marched right down the field and scored a touchdown. Like in hockey, you send your bruiser out there, your enforcer
Yeah.
out there, either to fix when they're not calling fouls and enforce, or just as a rally
Yeah.
sometimes. And it worked. It worked for a moment. I thought that was the only part of the game that was actually interesting. The 5 field goals was not very interesting.
No, it
Record
was not.
field goals.
Matter of fact, I went to bed and then found out they scored a bunch in the fourth quarter, which I missed. But what did you think of Bad Bunny? Everyone hated it except me.
All right, so a lot of people have asked me that. I didn't realize how
Yeah.
many people I talked to, but everybody gives a shit for some reason.
Yeah,
My
halftime show.
standard is, please no worldwide international satanic rituals. As long as there's none of those, like Madonna came out like riding Baphomet with fire. Somebody else came out I think Katy Perry came out on the dark horse of the apocalypse. That Little Nas, I think, literally had sex with the devil. Or maybe that wasn't a Super Bowl show, but
It was.
so as long as there isn't a satanic
Nas X.
ritual, I mean, I'm okay. If I had any complaints, this may offend people, but I couldn't understand any of it. I don't know if that's on me because I don't know Spanish. Somebody said there was some English, but I didn't hear any of it. The only thing I saw that was English was written on the football at the end. Everything else was Spanish. And the last comment I will make about the halftime show or the Super Bowl is there's an obvious push by Goodell and the NFL to go international. They made a calculated. Some people are saying it's a mistake, but it's obvious. Yeah, the NFL makes so much mistakes, and their results are obviously shit, right? They just keep losing money hand over fist. No, the market is saturated, and people still want more, but it's getting very difficult in a saturated U.S. market to get more. They try to expand to cities that aren't big enough, and they fail, and they go to big cities. But what they want to do is expand internationally, especially in America down south, not the U.S., but the other Americas. What a great way to do it than to get all these fans. You know, they know that somebody like me who's a hardcore NFL fan, and I'm also kind of conservative, I guess, if I have to pick one. I'm more, because as I get older, I get more conservative, but I'm not a Republican. I can see where people would have a problem with it. That, Kid Rock comes out with the opposite. They had the other halftime show, so to speak. They always have an alternative halftime show because somebody's more or less in charge. I guess there wasn't enough red, white, and blue because the government pays the NFL a shitload of money every year for the manufactured patriotism that they have.
Yeah.
And they get paid. They're regular. The government is a regular advertiser for the NFL, just like everyone else. All that salute to service and all that. I don't want to say crap. That would be unfair because obviously that works too. I'm getting off my point. My point is Goodell wants the Latin or other European nations, He plans on having 16 international games next year, like almost one every week, at least one.
Wow.
And he eventually wants to have teams. So, like, what better way to do it? He's trying to get the soccer crowd, the real football crowd, to start liking American football. And if you've ever had a conversation with a European soccer, I'm saying soccer for Americans, but a European football fan, within 2 minutes, you know that they absolutely hate American football.
Yeah.
So it's going to be challenging to expand, but I'm positive the NFL will do it because they have all the resources in the world to do it. So anybody who thinks this was a political move is kind of an asinine moron. It's clearly an economical move because Goodell and the NFL has had a push to go international. And boy, did that seem like an international halftime show.
There's one more thing actually to be said. You said that was the last thing you were going to say about the Super Bowl, but it's
You
the
can say more.
commercials. Coke, Pepsi, Budweiser, they spent a fortune. I think it's maybe time for Fladge Rants Live to fork up the $15 million for a 15-second
Is that how much
spot.
it was? That's $1 million a second.
Yeah, it is. But my favorite commercial, I didn't notice this any previous. Well, I guess I did. There were a lot of movies advertised, but my favorite was the first one, The Mandalorian and Grogu. Kind of reminds me of.
Oh yeah, When
Captain
it came on, I
Google's
was
an
like,
astronaut chicken.
what was the song they played? It was not Star Wars like, and I thought, hey,
Right.
this looks like. I feel like this is Star Wars. And I
Yeah.
think did they show more than one, or was it just his little hand coming up and I didn't see the rest of that. I only saw a few of the commercials.
Yeah, I don't think anybody spent for more than the 15 seconds allotted, but except Coke, Pepsi, and Budweiser. They get the 30-second spots, which are astronomical.
And I don't remember. No, not one of the commercials stands out to me except the Pepsi polar bear one, just because it was weird and annoying.
It is weird because Coca-Cola owns polar bears.
No, they don't.
Well,
They
that's
own-
what
they-
That's what Pepsi was.
They own
Promoted.
Santa Claus.
They do own Santa Claus.
Santa Claus is that color red because of Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I know.
It's very interesting.
I think we covered
So-
that on this very show.
I know we don't like to do technical shit and everything, but I can see there's no microphone selected right from here. But I do show your iPhone microphone.
Oh,
so
you hit the button?
It
And
just
they
says
go?
no microphone selected. So it probably asked him for permission, and for whatever reason you said no. Possibly. I'm just making suggestions. I'm not at all implying that that's. I have some customers it's hard. I've made a living at literally taking self-responsibility, even when it's not. I realize if I can just take that anxiety and that I'm an idiot off of my clients, they will pay me money just for that alone.
Right.
As opposed to the technician that's like, hey, we call customers IT 10T or something, the idiots basically. Even when I know it's their fault, especially when it's their fault, I let them know and feel like it's my fault. Because if I didn't educate them and stop them from doing that post-future or whatever you want to call that, post-accident or issue or error, that's on me.
Sure.
So it's
Sounds
my fault.
crazy.
It's my fault that Drawer can't connect is all I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Like again, it's always my fault, especially when it's not.
I'm technologically illiterate, and I just kind of click the link you send, and I noticed there were two possible things to click on, and I clicked on the second one to see if that would do anything different.
There shouldn't be two. There shouldn't be two for you.
Oh, okay. I just did the one then.
One says guest and one says Gary. So
Yeah, I did
think
the one
that's-
that says Gary.
Yeah, and your ID says Gary, so that you did the right thing. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's right there. Oh wait, it's right there. No,
I'm getting the hang of this.
I put it up. There
Well,
it is.
except I keep forgetting to open up chat. Is there any chat? That's going to be a
Yeah,
hard
I
one
think
for
we've
me to
got
remember.
comments this week.
Oh, we do have comments.
I did have a drawer story, but that was the my balls text. The every morning I would see, it looks like my balls are trying to hump each other, or my balls are stuck together, or I can't reach my balls from the front, and my balls are running for Congress. And it was just a different, true statement about my balls every morning. And Drawer got so sick of a notification coming through at 6:30 every morning, and then having to read something about my balls that he opted out of the subscription.
Yeah, I noticed there's no time limit or off hours or peak hours with the show's group chat either. So if
Oh.
if anybody who does participate in that wants one, because I mean sometimes I will literally wake up in the middle of the night with an idea and be like, oh shit, tick, 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 blim, and then just go back to sleep.
Oh yeah.
So I'm hoping everybody knows how to use Do Not Disturb on their phones if they don't want to be disturbed.
Oh yeah.
Nice little button right at the top. Android, swipe down, hit Do Not Disturb. Just don't forget to turn it back on, or you're gonna have a real quiet morning.
Right. Yeah,
Turn
that's
it
why
up.
I just leave it on.
Turn it off, I guess. Do you turn
Yeah,
if it's Do Not Disturb? Do you turn it on to be not disturbed, or you turn it off to be not disturbed?
Oh, wow, crazy. I like to leave it on so that I know when the podcast ends, because then I get the best Fladgecast ever text, and it's just a bell. And it's a nice little chime. You know, it's a pleasant sound, but it lets me know that you guys finally get to go to bed. But I know you don't, because you sit there and you start working on the next show already.
It's the best time. I mean, it really is I have the most enthusiasm about the show immediately after the show.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it's like, oh shit, we forgot this, we forgot that.
Did I send you a Captain Giggles worth playing? I did a lot of Captain Giggles stuff, but
I moved into the
nothing
drawer
big
zone.
like the storyboard.
I don't watch any of them anymore.
Okay,
until the
no, I
show.
wouldn't either. I did a couple Super Bowl ones. With spring coming, I started doing like some spring themed ones.
Is this a segue? A sequitur? Do you want me to play one of those?
Nah.
We were talking about the Super Bowl and the halftime show. There is one called Halftime Show. I could just play that one.
Yeah, play that one. It's 8 seconds.
As long as you're
Do you
sure.
have that much time?
Oh,
Are you
no.
busy for the next 8 seconds?
It fits right in.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if I should play this.
Yeah, it's good.
Leche que se acuerda la que explica frente a cena, dos espacios frente a mí. Cosa y respetar, defiendo diga que no se Leche que se acuerda la que explica frente a cena.
I can't understand this either. That's my fault.
Defiendo diga que no se
Yeah. You should be fluent in every language. What are you, crazy?
Well, at least 2.
I actually, my second language is French, but man, I haven't been fluent in 28 years.
I've tried Spanish many times. I can't roll my R's, or at least I can't yet. I'm running out of time, but
Yeah, you are.
I know there's a bunch of women who
Brady.
just got really disappointed for my wife, but no, and so I was using what's that app? I'm gonna think of it. I think it was Rosetta Stone. It was that long ago. There's a new one
yeah.
now that I can't think of the name. So it is give and go. What's the word I'm thinking of? Interactive. You know, it's not just learning and trying. I literally have to pass tests of doing it, and I always get to like whatever section 3 whenever you have to roll your R's. And I try to fake it. I'm like Rodrigo, and it I can't. I just make fart sounds, and it says, "Stop making fart sounds. Don't use your lips. Use your tongue. We feel sorry for your wife."
Is there any way we can help Drawer with this little situation right now?
You need any help, Jor? He's not asking for help on the chat. We'll be fine. He'll be here eventually.
He's got several devices.
My advice, yeah, that's what he's probably doing, getting his other one out. Depends on where he traveled. Maybe he didn't take it.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
Huh. Only 8% of the world's population speaks Spanish. I was always told it was the most spoken language on the planet.
Oh. I think the Cantonese is the most spoken language on the planet. Let's fact check.
I can hit that.
Fact check. Check facts.
I'm going Cantonese on this.
In the U.S., Spanish is the second most.
Okay, that makes sense.
I did find that out. Global statistics. It says 8 million. Doesn't tell me. Third or fourth most spoken overall. Come on. I mean, often behind
Third.
Mandarin, Chinese, which is probably first, English and
Yeah.
Hindi. Because there's so many darn Indians and Chinese.
Yeah, so it's Hindi.
No, it says often behind Mandarin, Chinese, English, comma, and Hindi. But it doesn't tell me what order that is. What is 1, 2, or 3? I would assume it's in order 1, 2, and 3.
Well,
You'd
let's
think
see
it
what
would tell
my
me.
device says. It says bizarre, absurd, insane, foolish, unreal, strange, fantastic, and wild. Oh,
It still says no microphone selected. Fantastic.
silly, absurd, lunatic, fool, unreasonable, insane, nutty, kooky, wacko, cuckoo, unwise, preposterous, daffy, gaga, dippy, jerky, sappy, screwball, crackpot, dotty, simple-minded, crack-brained, brainless, balmy, weak-minded, Looney Tunes, barmy, inept, witless, harebrained, out to lunch, senseless, batty, unreasoning, fatuous, slow, weak, daft, asinine, nonsensical, simple, loony, zany, wacky, dumb, ridiculous, idiotic, and mad.
Hey, Dror, if you can hear me, are you on a Bluetooth speak? Are you using JVC Bluetooth what are those things on the sides of your head?
Earbuds.
Ear is the word I'm looking for. Because I can select your audio. I can pick
Stop worrying about my fucking audio and leave it alone. I'll be there in a minute. God damn it.
I haven't touched a thing. Dude.
He seems angry.
No shit.
I think he's on a hunting trip.
No, it's fucking riveting. Keep going. No, it's great.
Oh, okay. Wow. A little touchy. I thought we were being riveting.
I feel as uncomfortable as when I was at a restaurant Saturday and this woman walked by and ripped a loud fart. And at booth level, your head is right at her ass.
Yeah, it
And
is.
she like, and I know she farted because I only heard it in this ear. You know what I mean? It was right there. Unbelievable.
Can we look
Nasty
up
woman.
the Indian monkey god Hanuman?
I get a little nervous when we start looking up monkeys on YouTube, especially everybody's really sensitive about,
He's kind of creepy looking. He's got like a hole where like there's some sort of mechanism inside his chest.
So I typed Hanu monkeys and a bunch of turtles showed up.
Hanuman. Hanuman. And Newman.
Oh,
If you just do Indian monkey god.
It's not a real thing. I see.
Well, I'm not saying it is a real thing, but yeah, super creepy.
Oh, where'd he go? There he is.
Wow. That's an interesting depiction.
It's the Pokemon version, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the My Hero Academia.
I like that show.
The show that
But
all right.
until today, I didn't put together that Hanuman Kind, the rapper, was just usurping using the Indian monkey god. I knew Hanuman was the Indian monkey god. I knew Hanuman Kind was this guy who has he's a one-hit wonder. But his song was in a Super Bowl commercial. And so when someone asked me today how I do something with one of the things I was doing with my job, I said I just pray to the Indian monkey god Hanuman. And there he is. Okay, so what's that in the middle of his chest? Like, is that a hole that shows some sort of mechanism in the middle? I'm not sure what's going on there. Like, what is that in the middle of his chest? Like, the whole human with the monkey face is kind of creepy, but this hole in his chest is freaking me out too.
The animal face though on a deity is relatively normal sounding to me.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
a lot of them have.
Yeah, the Egyptians thought with the ibis. Yeah, it makes sense. It is common. Astronaut chicken has an astronaut chicken head. But yeah, I just thought Hanuman was.
I think it's a hole in his heart that can only be filled by you.
But we actually, I sent you the Hanuman kind song "Big Stepper" months ago, and we did a mashup, and you did it, and it successfully did it, and they were driving a car up this cool little bowl, and as you go faster and faster in the car, the higher up the bowl you can go, and that's what he chose to do for his video, for his one and only popular successful song. So Hanuman kind, Big Stepper.
So this new social media is.
This isn't even supposed to be on the screen at the moment.
It will be. It will supposed to have been. It will have supposed to have been.
All right, I'm gonna write your name on here again. But man, if you come, I'm gonna come. I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna come.
He's just gonna come and yell at us for being so riveting.
Do not come.
No, I typed his name on there a few times. Just want to be aware.
Okay, crazy drawer. I worked with this guy named Robert that we used to call Crazy Robert, and then his whole family, we'd call them the Crazies. And then a movie came out called The Crazies, and it was this horror film. It wasn't real good, but yeah, I worked with the Crazies.
Now, if you call somebody crazy, that's insulting to people with mental. Like that's the derogatory part why it might offend somebody, or is it offending the person you're calling crazy?
No, I don't think it's offensive if you're truly crazy. That's the nice thing about being stupid. You don't know it.
Stupid is.
Are you quoting Forrest Gump now?
No, stupid is. That's what you said. If you can't change it, it is. Right?
The stupid is. Oh, I put on my heated coat today and it wouldn't light up. I charged it all night last night or today while I was at work, but I didn't. The god dang thing wouldn't light up. So that thing I shared with the lithium batteries last week, maybe that happened to mine. Maybe it's dead. And we have all these children mining lithium for us. For what? I asked. For what? It's crazy.
For lithium.
Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi? That's what they're doing it for? Nancy Pelosi.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Where in the drawer is Nancy Pelosi?
I don't know, but that lady's mom is still gone.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Yeah, we mentioned that. We talked about it briefly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, but only so interesting.
Yeah, there was other news like sports news. I thought Lindsey Vonn had some tragic accident, but she had a torn ACL going into the Olympics.
Yeah, she's an idiot, but I don't know. Everyone's like she shouldn't be. It's like she can do whatever the fuck she wants.
They didn't give her a spot. She qualified. Right? They didn't just give her a spot. I heard, she took somebody else's spot. No, she won the spot fair and square. That's how qualifying.
Right. She technically did, but she did it rightfully so. Yeah.
But she's America's sweetheart. I mean, if Sandra Bullock's unavailable.
So is the expression
Kelly Clark was my girl. I don't know.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. But the older you are, the more it hurts.
Yeah, and the colder it is outside, it stings a little more too.
Really, I always thought that helped injuries.
It looks like they've had beautiful weather out there in Italy.
Out there?
Out there. Yeah, they're outside for a lot of the
It's in
events
the
I've
s-
seen.
It's outside. I thought you meant out there in Italy. I'm like, Italy's on the same plane of the earth that we are.
Yeah, no, I'm inside right now. I'm like under a roof.
Yeah.
But you know, some of the events are like some of my favorite events are inside arenas, like curling. You ever watch the curling?
No,
Speaking
I
of
don't.
riveting,
Inside
I don't
arenas,
watch. I don't watch shuffleboard.
well, no, you don't.
I like to play shuffleboard when I'm a little drunk, or bar shuffleboard.
I can't wait to start playing shuffleboard when I'm way too old to do anything productive.
But I was also being an asshole. Yeah, curling is oddly addictive.
It is so good.
It's
You-
so
you go
good.
what? You go, what the fuck is this? It's the stupidest thing ever. And then you're like, why have I been watching it for fucking 4? Damn, I was gonna act
Minutes.
like a nerd. They're called ends. You've been
Stones.
watching it for 4 ends. I think it's an end. Isn't it called an end? Like a round is called an end. I think.
Oh yeah, I would call it an end.
But it's not the end. They have several ends.
Yeah, wow. That's a contradiction.
That's a great segue, but I don't know if I can play this one on YouTube either. I'm going to watch the videos from now on. The excitement doesn't work for me. One of us needs to know what the videos are.
I was gonna start doing that a while ago, but there's just too many videos to watch. So
That's I
And
haven't.
most
dude,
of
I
them
haven't had
suck, and a lot of them
time.
are long. So it's yeah. And
I
I got
tried
my
to
own shit to do. So
I tried to limit the ones I sent in just to weed out the bad
Yeah.
ones.
I
limit them to
appreciate
what?
that, but you're gonna have to limit some more.
What?
So many.
My Sabino's
No.
good this week. I had a sandwich, but I think that was just Captain Giggles.
No one gives a shit what you ate.
Oh
I had a
wow!
sandwich- I
I
had a
ate
sandwich for
14 bowls of chili Friday, and I pooped 14 bowls of chili Saturday morning.
Gross.
You guys should have been there.
I wasn't invited. I don't know.
No, that's true. You were.
I was there.
Oh. Well, I still wasn't invited.
So
I was at the Super Bowl party. It just wasn't yours.
oh, okay. Oh,
Oh, yeah, why
wasn't-
didn't you guys come to my Super Bowl party? What the fuck? I invited you.
I was in bed.
I was invited. Are you invited? You were invited to the last minute
Huh.
Super Bowl party.
I
It's
was
weird 'cause
under
I don't
invited.
know
I
where
told you I was on my way.
I'll start at the door on the left or the right of me and just start knocking till I find yours.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds like
I
a-
can
like
just
that.
drive straight
Dumb
there
way to
like I
do it,
have
but go ahead.
before.
So I do finally have
You can't do
The,
anything
uh,
Olympic.
yeah, I've got some Rogan. I've got finally clipped the Giza stuff underneath the Giza.
Okay.
It's still kind of long, but it gets to the crux and to the actual description of what this guy's talking about. So that's gonna be Rumble side. I do have like a Sora that's like a rip. We got a weekend update with featuring Norm Macdonald, but I don't know if that's YouTube friendly or not.
I would avoid
Probably
anything
if it's
NBC.
Norm, no.
Same reason I do this now.
Right? I like this
Yeah.
song. Very churchy. Kanye would be like, Kanye would be proud. As long as you're not like you. Which actually a little bit of that greasy Italian in you might be mistaken for a Jew at some a little bit.
It suits me well. Talk about code switching, dude. I'm a chameleon. I can just step over the line and be on either side of any war. Except
Yeah.
maybe like Iceland. I think I'm not. Well, actually, I can be pretty green and pale too. Maybe not Africa. Oh wait, if I go south, if I go Africa enough.
Have you been partaking in the ice dancing on the Olympics? Do you harken back to your youth as far as that?
You weren't forced to do anything as a kid that repulses you? That's a silly, hurtful question, but I'll answer it anyway. No. No, I don't watch. I watch crazy gay outfit, put on ice skates, and dance in an ice show 4 times. To be clear.
I mean, yeah, like my mom made me play soccer. That was kind of gay, and I quit after 1 year because I'd rather play basketball, and I didn't like soccer that much because it's kind of gay. It's girl sport.
My sister was on her way to the Olympics, so I could either...
She's going to Italy?
No, she didn't make it. There's like a 1 in a million
No, I'm not saying
chance,
she's in there, but she's just going to she got tickets. Do you get tickets to the Olympics, or do you just show up?
It depends if you want to sit like in the stands or just participate, vaguely. But you see, when you're
able to walk up to that shit.
When your older sibling is competing and trying to be, an Olympic, at least regionals, I think is what they call it before you get to the Olympics.
Attempting to.
And she was doing pretty well for her age and everything. But then, you get to a point where very few people get to that level, obviously.
Yeah, once you get a certain age, things start to...
She was committed in
waver.
trying to. I basically was forced to. Nobody asked me if I wanted to figure skate, ever. I think, too, yeah, as an adult, I've had a conversation with one of my parents, and they were like, oh, you didn't like that? You looked like you were having so much fun. Like, really? And so I showed a few pictures. It wasn't just me. It was me and my a cousin my age and then another younger cousin. The whole family was in these fucking things. So that made it even a bigger deal because instead of like regular holiday events, we'd go to these stupid ice shows and then go to Little Caesars and have a banquet after whatever.
Were you the only boy in the family, or?
All my cousins were boys. So many boys. It's a smart move too.
Were you the only straight one in the family?
We're all married with children. That doesn't necessarily prove you're straight, but it's an indicator. They're either really good at faking it and they made somebody happy, their parents, and they have beards or whatever you call it when you have a fake opposite sex to hide your gayness.
I mean, honestly, what's wrong with that? Just take one for the team.
Yeah.
And you're just supposed to procreate anyway. So even if you don't like it, you should procreate. Like
take one what? Take one what? And where? Where are they?
Where
I'm
are
not
they
taking one
taking
for.
it?
You figure it out. Why am I going to tell you?
I've heard that
You
expression
figure it out.
before. Take one for the team, and it didn't end well. See, that's another. I got these two butt-to-butt things here, and we should save that for Rumble. I'm sure.
Everything that everyone sent in should be saved for Rumble.
How about this?
Everything that everyone said should be saved for everything.
We're gonna do comments, and then we're gonna go over to Rumble. How about that?
Right? Yeah, because otherwise we have nothing. YouTube, you suck.
Oh, yeah.
Get better,
YouTube is a good stepping point to draw people over to Rumble.
Yeah, thanks, YouTube.
And to
Go
be
over to
fair,
Rumble.
YouTube is a little bit better. Nothing like what it used to be. It used to be able to post almost anything, and the best content, whoever watched it the most, filtered to the top. But now it's just all ad-based. I get a thing every once in a while. Hey, your show's looking like you're doing well. Would you like to spend a shitload of money to actually get placed so people can see you now? And it's like,
Would you
no.
like it to do better?
No.
Then
No, thanks.
You gotta pay.
No, yeah, not even better. Just exists. We don't. That's why we don't get views, because we are not listed in anybody's feeds for any reason ever, regardless of if we have a clean, perfect show or not. I've been very studious, almost anal, trying to figure that out. And the only way you can qualify is being a paid, just like all those games where you play for free, but if you really want to participate in play, you have to pay. YouTube's the same fucking exact way nowadays. And
This dog's acting crazy.
Oh, I added that today.
What the dog doing?
What the dog
know
doing?
the topic? It like knows
didn't
the
work.
topic.
Son of a fucking bitch. Didn't work.
Nice.
Did it? Did you hear it? Did it say what the dog doing?
No, it did not.
Suck my ass.
We still have to play wearing the Georgia.
You know what? I'm not doing anything this show without Jor's permission.
I know, he's a little touchy.
I was just annoyed because you're wasting valuable showtime talking about an issue that is non-existent, and you're pretty much just speculating on something that isn't the case, and you're just wasting the beginning of the show talking about just the most uninteresting thing that doesn't even exist.
They say the very definition of insanity is to try the same thing and expect different results.
And here I am just trying to finish my weekend update and upload it to YouTube before I fucking and I just got into the hotel. Like, I don't know what the fuck you want from me.
May I use an analogy though? Like, let's say that we were a
Anal G?
family. We were going on vacation, and
Let's say we're a family. Oh my
yeah.
lord.
Let's say in my analogy, we're all going on vacation, and,
Anal
and
G?
you're
Hold on. What?
you're an
Why can't I find
18-year-old.
it?
You're an 18-year-old.
That's the way we all became the Brady Bunch.
We're still going on vacation together, though. So I'm getting in the car, and it's like, oh, shit, Jor's not here. Well, he must have driven himself, because obviously that's what's happening. We just leave. But no, it's like, well, wait, we should at least find out if we
And
are
then he's
hindering
like
him anyway.
Macaulay Culkin.
Okay,
So from
remember,
our no, wait, let me just
remember
finish
2
my
weeks
point of
ago?
view. You got to finish yours. So from our point of view, especially when over here it says no mic detected, and Gary got it set in my head that Jor, and then you were even on the fucking screen going, and we couldn't hear shit. So from my point of view, I have a guest or a third side piece, whatever your title is, producer, star, second host. Jor, we'll just call you Jor. I expected that you would want to be part of the show, and there was something that we were not aware of. So a simple text saying, "Give me a minute." So we're not.
But
just
I
the
didn't
only ones
say
at
I
fault.
help. I didn't say what the fuck's going on. Remember I did that 2 episodes ago
Right.
when we went back to
That-
this shit and I got ignored and it was just like, I guess I just have to wait in the wings until somebody tells me, and then I'm waiting around and no one tells me shit and I'm just like, whatever. You know what
that
also
what
the
it-
problem is you're doing this
No,
horse
I
shit because
don't.
you're too busy looking at my stuff and not paying attention to doing a good fucking show. You're being distracted by my horse shit. What I'm trying
No.
to do is listen to the fucking show in real time because the Rumble delay sucks. So I want to listen to the real time. And you know what I have to do? I have to kill the fucking feed because you're too distracted by me. So I need to get rid of me so you can stop talking about me so you can get back to the show because that's what I want to hear is the fucking show, not about how my microphone is not connected. Which wasn't the
Fantastic.
case.
Great.
I wasn't there yet. I hadn't even set it up yet.
But so okay, again, I agree with everything you're saying from your point of view. But from our point of view, then wouldn't a simple acknowledgement earlier prevented all that? I'm fine. Go ahead. And you didn't have to come on the show.
I just popped in. I showed you I was here, but obviously you guys
Yes.
are going. It's fine. Remember
No,
what
you
used to
showed
happen
us-
before? You used to just do the show, and when Drawer showed up, Drawer showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we got lazy, and now we're leaning on you, and you know it.
You know,
And maybe-
that's why I was
maybe-
finishing my video projects. I've got. I've got
I
content.
think while you both like it, you're also a little bit annoyed by it. Maybe a lot annoyed by it. And I want to go about this more. What could we do
I
to
don't. I
make
might
this
have a
better in
heart
the
attack.
future?
I'm gonna have an
So,
aneurysm.
Gary, what I'm getting from this is next time, ignore him completely, and he won't come on
Unless I
until
say
we
something,
ask
yeah.
him to. That's
Well,
great.
I would say do your show prep before the show, but
when you're driving 8 fucking hours.
Okay, that's a good hint. I wrote my monologue during the theme song. Oh shoot!
I added a couple more clips to Weekend Update during the monologue, so I made them on my way here because that's about all I can do in the car. Make Sora clips and clip links.
Do you
Wish I had a
talk to it,
Tesla that
I
drove
hope?
itself.
For safety?
Yes, 100%. Yeah, hands free. Yep.
Isn't that amazing? We live in an amazing world.
I know, isn't it?
We still
like-
have to play we're in the
areas.
We're like 2 weekends away from having Jarvis. Sorry, if you're not a nerd, Jarvis is the thing that Iron Man. I knew you were going to say that. Jarvis is the Iron Man assistant
your
that does
redneck
actually.
cousin.
Everyone thinks Iron Man is the hero, but it's Jarvis.
No, I never.
Okay.
I never saw Iron Man.
One of the Marvel movies, Jarvis even came out and became a real. He came out. Yeah,
what's
go
a
ahead.
Jarvis?
He's not gay.
Is it black guy? Sounds like
It's
it.
like Siri,
Janitor.
but it can do everything.
Ainsley
Which I-
Jarvis was the transvestite in Pink Panther Returns.
I have a bunch of stuff, and I usually just throw my stuff out because nobody cares about it. But I do have an AI story we must go over later.
Okay.
But right now, I guess we're gonna do
You
this.
just throw it out. Why would you do that?
I'm gonna throw it out there and see what sticks.
Drawer. Boo-doo-doo-doo.
All these people want to know, where in the world is
Drawer?
Well, he's bored from getting flight down in Peru, arguing with the TSA about if his ass should split in two. Tells a story, hits a drop, like that clears up where he's been. But the loudest thing about him is the closet that he's in. Well, tell me where in the world
Here he is.
Wow, I was pretty wasted for that one.
We need more of that. We need another show like that.
Yeah. Was that our drinking show?
Unfortunately, no. That was just
No, that
for
was
a-
when
for-
most shows were the drinking show.
yeah, like for a year and a half.
Those are the good old shows.
But now,
When you used to
but
get drunk and
now,
chop shit with your swords.
I don't know. I'm drinking. I've
Now
got
you don't
my.
even make swords anymore. Alrighty.
No, I don't. No, I don't. It's so cold out here. Oh, I guess it would be less cold if I fired up the forge. Okay, I'm gonna start making swords again.
So we did have an intro video, Mr. Non Sequitur over here.
Yeah.
Also, that's a
yeah.
Before we get into that,
Yeah.
how do you ever like see a news broad? Have you ever seen a news broadcast in your life? And when they changed to the next news story, you go, "Oh, that was a shitty non sequitur." What are you, non sequitur? Do you do that?
No.
Or do they have to tie the one story into the other? Does it have to be a seamless? Or do they go next up? Or this happened over here, and because that's what you.
I don't
literally
think
did.
anybody has ever used non sequitur in any context such as that
Oh
one.
my.
All right.
No, automatically means that matter is bad for some reason.
Wrong.
Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have bounce, and I believe that our education, such as
matter,
such as gravity, such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere, such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much.
Are you in Tennessee?
No. Where I am currently at consistently ranks among the states with the highest rates of binge drinking in the U.S.
Ooh, binge drinking. I want to say Reno, Nevada.
Incorrect. This state faces significant public health concerns due to the high obesity rates, which contribute to heart disease and diabetes. Heart disease is the leading cause of death in this state.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
What, crazy?
Diabetes, huh? Diabetes. Wilford Brimley. An 8-hour drive.
This one is going to help maybe dial in a little bit, especially in rural areas. The state is less culturally diverse than other parts of the country, which can feel restrictive for those seeking a multicultural environment, much like the Super Bowl. Because there was just one culture that was highlighted at the Super Bowl, which is weird.
Yes, Hispanic.
There was not a single white person or black person, really.
What's her name? The singer, the white
Gaga?
eyebrows.
That was the only.
No, she's like Rican or some shit, some shit like that.
Yep.
Like partially-
half of her lyrics
Gaga,
were
yeah.
Spanish, and she could trill her R's.
Okay.
So he's in the Midwest. So the American Midwest.
Fat pizza. It's got to be corn. What's the
Some
corn
of
place?
the iconic lakes in this area are facing ongoing water pollution issues.
that's a useless clue.
Large-scale agricultural activity results in very high pollen levels during the spring and fall, leading to severe seasonal allergies for many residents.
That's another kind of.
I think you're in Southern Illinois.
Every place,
especially in rural areas. Oh no, I already said that one.
Remind me never to drive with Gary, because he can both get to takes him 8 hours to get to Southern Illinois and Reno, Nevada.
Yeah.
So I would like. I'll be honest. I would like to be with you on the trip to Reno, Nevada, because I want to see how that is done.
No, because we're probably gonna die.
Yeah, we're gonna die. That's 200 miles an hour.
Determined.
That's
If we're
too
on a trip
fast.
to Reno, we're already we already made it there.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Because there's no choice.
We're there.
We have no choice. I've used that a lot with my family. You have no choice, so let's go.
Well, there was the possibility that he flew most of the way and then just drove the last 8 hours after crashing the plane.
That would seem weird, though. Why would I fly somewhere
yeah.
closer?
And I don't like
Right.
that bull. That there's no.
Well, what
no.
if your destination was an 8-hour drive from the nearest airport?
I'm trying to help you out. You're making it more difficult for you.
I know.
You're supposed
I know.
to try to guess, not unguess.
Okay.
You're like throwing
are
Brady
you-
off.
Are you at home?
The winters are notoriously long and harsh, featuring freezing temperatures and heavy snowfall that significantly impact daily
Here in
life and
Minnesota.
increase heating costs. The heavy use of road salt to manage icy winter roads leads to rapid vehicle rust and deterioration.
I know for a fact Minnesota does not use salt. They use some kind of other shit.
You made it to Wisconsin. Congratulations.
Correct.
Oh, and
We're in
this one
Wisconsin.
time at band camp, I stuck a flute in my pussy.
You got there's like probably 2 guesses in Wisconsin
Yeah.
area, you know. Pick one. You got a 50-50.
Madison.
Even though there's no 50-50. What?
Milwaukee.
You pick... No.
Green Bay.
What 2 would you
Correct.
pick?
Here in Green
Bay.
He just
Bay.
said, who the fuck says Madison?
That's
Isn't that
isn't that the capital?
The capital, yeah.
Thanks, Brady.
Thanks, Brady.
Yeah, you know who says that?
That was Drawer, and he's right.
Not crazy people.
That was Drawer, and he's right.
It was pretty crazy. But
For the
I just
record,
jizzed a little.
for the record,
get
we're gonna
that
play
bumper.
the shit out of that one for a while.
Did it freak out the clerk cause they dared to say hello? Did he rage quit when they asked sirs that to go? Where in the world is
The
Here he is.
Georgia.
In Germany, we have a word for the person who only poops at home. Yeah, we call them Heimscheißer.
You guys remember this clip?
Yes, yes, I do. Heimscheißer.
Heimscheißer.
Well,
I don't at all.
Jeff CK one day ago said, "You stole this from the angry German."
Did we?
I don't know if you can read that.
Stole what? I mean,
Who's the,
we stole it.
and who's
is
the
that-
angry German?
We stole it from whoever content it was.
So
Yeah.
I googled the angry German. We're not going to promote other channels on our channel because unless we know them
Is
and
he
there's
really
a
angry?
cooperative effort.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Is
didn't
he really
watch
German?
it. I didn't
You
even
didn't
watch it. I
him?
just
I'm
went to the
curious
clip.
as to
I went to the
if we
clip
could
and
compare
I
his anger
here.
versus my anger earlier in the show and see who's angrier. You know,
All right.
we don't have to. We can do it later. But go ahead. Continue.
I
what
was,
you're saying,
my
sorry.
vote is for you, and I didn't even see the
Okay.
clip. I didn't even
Well,
see
that's
his
what I'm
clip.
saying. I want an honest assessment.
Oh, you're saying I'm not honest?
No, yours was good.
You're just you're
I like
you're
yours.
playing sides.
I'm frightened.
You're biased.
No,
You have
I'm
the
not.
biases.
So he said you stole this from the angry German. So I investigated rather thoroughly, and I just simply put, we posted this May 2025 while the angry German posted his January 2026. I'm not sure you comprehend how time works. Regardless, the definition existed before both posts. You just took a big fat shit in someone else's house. There's a name for that too. And then I said, to be nice, thank you for commenting, and I'll let him tell you the name for shitting in someone else's house.
See, my wife is a Heimscheißer, yeah? I, on the other hand, I'm an Auswärtsscheißer. I'm a person who only poops when they go to your home, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? So your comment was whatever he just said.
I
How
was
is it?
notoriously
how is
a work shitter. I tried to shit while at work because why not? Why would I? Why would
Yeah,
I shit at home?
yeah,
Why would I
you're gonna
save
get
it for
paid.
home when I could just dump it at work?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are
Yep.
reasons.
So if time prevails, I've not done a whole lot of research. I heard about it on Chris Jericho's podcast, and I think have we talked about I kind of want to do some research and then maybe in an episode or two, the Buga sphere. Have you guys heard about that? That blue sphere that was found in Mexico,
No.
Some weird shit going on with it. Yeah, I don't know, within the last 6 months, maybe. I think it was
we
a
need
sphere,
to investigate
a sphere that came down, and they actually have it supposedly. And some the lady who was on Chris Jericho's podcast was saying that friends of hers that are MIT have gone down to look at it, I guess, but that's her saying it, not me. So I don't know. I always try to be skeptical regardless. But yeah, the Buga sphere. Buga sphere, Buga sphere. So if we have time and we want to investigate it on the show, if there's if we're running out of links, but I'd rather kind of do some research and then double back maybe next week or something.
Yeah, we'll come back around.
Yeah. Yep. Cool story.
Can't talk about Olympics. Can't talk much about halftime show more than we did.
Nope.
I got a sketch with people putting their butts together, which I haven't watched, but I'm very interested in.
Okay.
I really can't. Do we have a Dear Fladge? I can't. I don't see anything else. My AI story. We could do my AI story on YouTube, but it's a little long, so we'll probably just wait for that till the Brady and Jor show. To be honest.
Okay.
You asked for it. Helicopter. Any of that stuff YouTube friendly? No. Okay.
No.
Can't wait to talk about contrails. We could talk about contrails on YouTube.
Yes, we can.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Oh, I thought we were going to go to Rumble.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
you just
okay.
said
We
there
could.
was a YouTube option.
Well, we could, but we don't have to. If you're on YouTube, what you need to do is go to rumble.com/Fladge Rants, where you can see the unedited, uncensored, unabridged, unabashed show.
There's no link in the description that they can click?
There's definitely a link in the description. But see, that's already there. So what I like to do is say it out loud for people that are watching on radio.
But remember, do not take Fladge Rants live if you are allergic to Fladge or any of its ingredients.
Right.
And if you are watching on radio,
and it may contain brief full frontal nudity.
Don't be afraid of Rumble. It doesn't bite. It's just like YouTube, except
there it is right down there too. If you still haven't, and join and like and comment and subscribe and all of that stuff, because we don't make money. We don't ask for money. I don't even ask for views, but the algorithm really does help if you like, comment, and subscribe somehow in some way and engage. You don't even have to like it. Actually, you can unlike it. That helps too.
Yeah,
so we're gonna go. We're gonna go over
like
to.
it?
We're gonna go over to rumble.com/Fladge Rants now.
And you can comment. Also.
The unfiltered and crude proclamation of unrestrained speech.
All right, folks, listen up.
Which we do actually have viewers over there, so please, if you're on Twitch or YouTube, come over to Rumble with the rest
Look,
of
we're
us.
here for a good time, not a politically correct time, all right? In this crazy world where snowflakes melt and everyone's a critic, we're just trying to spread some joy without stepping on too many toes. So here goes.
Article 1. Let's get ridiculous. The sole purpose of our discourse, be it from guests, hosts, or any random loudmouth, is to tickle your funny bone, tease your gray matter, and illuminate the path to a mirthful existence. Any semblance of seriousness is purely accidental.
Article 2, offending everyone equally. We're equal opportunity offenders, all right? We don't give a hoot about your gender, race, religion, or whether you prefer cats or dogs or dildos.
We're here to roast everyone, from politicians to influencers to our own sorry selves. Nobody's safe, not even Gam Gam's apple pie.
Article 3, screw political correctness. Listen, we ain't here to hold your hand or sugarcoat anything. So, if our jokes offend you, tough luck.
We're not responsible for any ruffled feathers or hurt feelings, but hey, if you can take the heat, we promise we'll dish out some belly laughs and maybe a couple of snorts.
Article 4, fake news alert. We'll take you outside the courtroom for further details.
The tales, rumors, and downright lies you hear here are as fictional as a $3 bill.
Any resemblance to real-life events or people, whether alive or pushing up daisies, is purely coincidental and probably a result of us hitting the bottle too hard. We're pretty sure the Earth is round, and I didn't actually take myself out, but honestly, who cares?
Article 5, parody. Because, why not?
Parody and satire are our bread and butter, folks. Any likeness to actual people or characters is just us having a laugh, not a reason for a lawsuit.
We might not be the smartest cookies in the jar, but we sure know how to stir up some trouble.
So in closing, if you've made it this far without getting your undies in a twist, then congrats. You're our kind of people.
We're just here to crack a few tasteless jokes, spread some questionable joy, and remind everyone that life's too short to be serious all the frickin' time.
So buckle up, Buttercup, and get ready for a wild ride through the absurd realms of our humor while Fladge Rants live.